Hey, what's up guys? This is Robert Wilson, Pensacola's #1 real estate agent, and in today's video, we're gonna go over the sales data for the month of October that was just recently released here in the month of November. We're gonna compare October's data to some of the previous months' sales data to see kind of where the market is trending on a micro level. And we're also gonna compare October 2023's data to some of the sales data from a few years back so that we can zoom out and see where the market is heading on a macro level and see not only the trees, but the forest as a whole. And then lastly, at the end of the video, which you'll definitely wanna stick around for, I will give my crystal ball predictions on what I think the coming sales data is going to look like for the month of November, the month that we're in currently. So you'll definitely want to stick around to the end of the video to see kind of what my crazy predictions are going to be. And hey, real quick, before we get into this video, I want to set kind of like a fun challenge for us. The past few videos that I've posted have only been getting about 20-ish likes or so. And so just for fun, I want to set a goal for us to see if we can break through that barrier and get 40 likes on this video. What do you say? Let's do it. Go ahead and smash that like button. Okay, so as you can see the sales data on the screen, the total number of sales for the month of October are actually down about 19.4% compared to October of 2022. The total units sold in October of 2023 was 701, and then in October 2022 the total number was 859. So we're down about 150 units sold. And not only are sales down year over year, but they're also down month over month. In the month of September, 815 units were sold, so we're down about 14% month over month. Okay, so total sales volume is down. And now let's talk about price. And unfortunately, the word of the day continues to be down. The average sold price for the month of October of 2023 was about $368,000. And then in the month of October 2022, the average sold price was about $381,000. So we're down year over year as far as price goes, about 5%. Same goes for month-to-month comparison. Again, in October 2023, the average sold price was about $368K, and then in September of 2023, the average sold price was about $388K. Okay, so far looking at the data, all we've been doing is just going down. But now let's talk about days on market. This has been the one thing that has remained pretty consistent and constant over the last 3 to 4 months. The average days on market for listings here in the general Pensacola area are staying consistent at about 45 days on market. And honestly, this is the most sane and normal and consistent sales data that I've seen in quite a while. To have 4 months in a row where days on market are about 45 days, that is very normal. You know, we've been living in a world over the past couple of years that if a home or a listing stayed on market over 30 days, that was a bad sign. But truthfully, like, that's very abnormal. What is normal is for a home to sit on the market for at least 1 to 2 months. If you look at some of the sales data from the years 2017 to 2019, the average days on market was generally speaking around 60 to 90 days. And so, yes, homes are staying on market longer than they've been over the past couple of years, but 45 days on market is still not a long time. Now, that being said, we know that the average days on market for listing is about 45 days. So if you come across a home that has been listed on the market for 90 days, then know that that home has been on the market twice as long as your average listing. And so for all of my cash buyers out there, if you come across a home that you really, really like, but you think it might be overpriced and you see that it's on market for 70, 80, 90 plus days, no guarantee, but the timing is probably ripe to make a lower than normal cash offer and see if the seller accepts. And then the last thing that I want to point out about the October sales data is the fact that inventory is rising. And you can see over the past 3 months, active only listings are rising by about 100 to 200 units per month. Now you might hear all this data and go, oh wow, prices are dropping, inventory is rising, days on market is rising. total number of units sold is dropping, the market's crashing. I wouldn't go that far. If we take a look of the October 2023 statistics compared to 22, 21, 20, 19, and 18, we can see that October 2023 is very comparable to 2018 and 2019. As you can see, in 2020 and 2021 during the lockdowns, the active listings on market at the end of the month were slightly over 1,000 homes, right? So during 2020 and 2021, when inventory was at rock bottom, as were mortgage rates, of course, prices are going to skyrocket. And since 2021, the market has slowly been working its way back up to normal. As you can see in all of these categories, the market has pretty much returned to where it was pre-pandemic, except for when it comes to price. And unfortunately, as you probably already know, prices are not going to come back down to where they were pre-pandemic. They're just not. Fun fact for you, or not so fun fact, but 80% of all US dollars were printed over the last 2 years, starting in January 2020. 80%. That being said, of course, prices are not going to come back down to where they were. It's just not going to happen. But following up on that real quick, yes, we can see that inventory levels are rising, and we also know that mortgage rates have been rising steadily over the past year or so. So I do think that we will see some pullbacks on pricing, but for the most part, over the long run, these sort of prices are here to stay. I do think that we will see price cuts over the near future, but these price cuts aren't going to last forever. Following up on my follow-up, that means that if you're a cash buyer, I highly recommend that you take advantage of this softening and normalizing of the market that we're in currently. Not because I want to make a commission, which I definitely do, but the reason I tell you this is because it just is what it is. The market conditions are very favorable for cash buyers at this point. Okay, there you go. That was a look back at the sales data for the month of October. And now let's talk about my crystal ball predictions for what I think the sales data is going to look like for the month of November. Crystal ball prediction number 1. I predict the total number of units sold for the month of November will be 658 units. Crystal ball prediction number 2. I predict that the average sold price will be $378,743. Crystal ball prediction number 3. I predict that the average days on market will remain about the same at about 45 days on market. And lastly, crystal ball prediction number 4. I predict that the total number of homes actively up for sale on the market will increase by about 100 units for a grand total of 2,630 units. All right, folks, there you go. A quick Pensacola real estate market update. Thank you for watching the video and for smashing that like button. And real quick, before you leave the video, if you didn't already know, I actually run one of the most popular moving to Pensacola Facebook groups dedicated solely for folks who are thinking about moving to Pensacola. And I'd like to go ahead and take this opportunity to invite you to join this private group. In the Facebook group, folks are able to ask me pretty much any question that is Pensacola related, such as what are the best neighborhoods, what are the best schools, what are the best areas for someone to look in who is working with a blank budget, what are the best areas for someone to live who likes to do blank on the weekends. You can basically ask me like any random question you can think of. But not only that, you'll also be able to connect with other people who have made the move to Pensacola previously. You'll be able to read all of their questions and posts that they made in the group and be able to learn from their experience. All in all, this Facebook group is a powerful group and tool that you can use to help ensure that your move here to Pensacola is successful and that you end up living in a home that you're happy in and not regretting 6 months down the road. If you want to join the group, and I highly recommend that you do, all you have to do is just check out the comment section or the description box below the video. I'll post a link there. Just click on it. It'll take you to the group and then just click join group. All right, that's all I got for now. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you on the next one.